And a good Saturday afternoon to you. We have recently, in the last hour or so, 90 minutes, seen showers and storms starting to develop out ahead, really, of the main area of showers and storms, which is still to the west of us. It's been kind of a slow mover, but ahead of that, we have started to see some showers and storms, and I'm going to update you here as we go along. And if you don't mind, if someone could just make a comment for me and let me know that you can hear and see the graphics, and that would be great. And meantime, I want to tell you about a flash flood warning that was issued. Hello, Jessica. Jessica, can you hear and see me okay? Anyway, here's the flash flood warning. It's for parts of Meigs County, and I'm sorry, it looks like in Ray County and then north of Meigs County. So that's in that green shaded area. Thank you all for letting me know. And we got lots of folks here. We are continuing to watch this whole development. Now, this storm itself here, it has just produced a good deal of heavy rain. In fact, I wanted to be able to point out to you a little bit something about this. And let's see if we can get some information. Flash flood warning, Northeast Ray County. And so it's been about 15, 20 minutes ago that Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Up to 2 inches of rain may have fallen already, and additional rainfall amounts up to 1.5 inches are possible in the warned areas. Flash flooding is possible or maybe even be ongoing in some areas because of that very heavy rain. So that's estimates for sure. We have to remember that as far as how much rain has fallen in these areas. And I'm not ignoring it, all of you. I'm still kind of getting my bearings here as far as the maps are concerned. And so I will get to your comments. The main thing is that we are just getting started here with our shower and thunderstorm chance. And of course, it has heated up today because we've had some sun, I think, in many areas. And so we have been seeing this develop pretty quick here now in the last, like I say, hour or so. But if we back off of this, you'll see that the main area or the main, line of storms, I guess you could say, is still rotating eastward. It's just about to Huntsville, that part of it. So we got a little time to go here. We are going to get, I think our area is going to become more encompassed by the rain and the thunderstorms over the next couple of hours here. My feeling is that once this rotates through, though, we will have smaller chances of showers like mid to late evening. And that may be about our severe weather chance is really right now until 7 or 8 o'clock Eastern time is kind of my thoughts on that. It's flooding in northern Spring City. Yeah. So that is something that the Weather Service had pointed out that although in Spring City, that would be, wouldn't it? It's just a little bit out of the warned area, but close enough, that's for sure. We also have some strong thunderstorms that have been going on down in North Georgia, in Dade County, and also in Walker County right now. And we continue to see how that has been moving as well. And they are and have been, let me see if I get any. I don't have any speeds, official speeds, although there have been some special weather statements. Let me take a look. Let's see what we got here. Let me just. That warning is for just the northern part of Ray County, by the way. Yes. And if you could just hold on a moment here, I'm going to let's do this. So anyway, these storms, just as I look at it, are moving east. Just at 10 miles per hour was one of these. This is one over towards Cherokee County in North Carolina. And that storm continues to be just a little north of Murphy, but Murphy, you're probably hearing the thunder, if not getting some of that heavier rain. It's just a little north of you. But that was just, they estimated the speed of that at just 10 miles per hour, which, if that's the case for some others, let's see. As an example, the ones in Ray County that have created this flash flooding was moving east at 15 miles per hour. So that's part of the problem, that's for sure. And I got to make a phone call, so just stand by a second here. Hold on just a moment, please. Had to do a little direction there for my buddies, my friends in the newsroom helping me out here. Now, a larger area of showers and storms, it's well out to the west of us right now. But that whole thing here is going to be moving on in, and it's already starting to affect the parts of our western counties. And so we have that to be looking at. So the only warning we have right now is the flash flood warning, but they have been putting out quite a few special weather statements here. There's been a couple anyway, just in the last hour or so. Thank you, Sam. And so some of these storms, strong, obviously will be creating some issues because of their slow movement, can drop a lot of rain in a short period of time. So we're going to stick with you here for a little bit and just let me look at some of your comments since I haven't had a chance to do that. Jenny had, it's flooding in northern Spring City. My road is completely underwater. That was from Jenny Willis. Thank you, Jenny, for that update. I had mentioned that a few minutes ago. Some people are a little tired of Mother Nature right now. It has been kind of stormy, hasn't it? I think everybody definitely in our area will be seeing some showers and storms here. So, if the question is, are you going to have any showers and storms? I think I can pretty much, as a general rule, say yes on that case. And I know there's always a lot of questions about that. And it's kind of difficult to answer all those, but I sure will do my best for you. The point here is there's no severe thunderstorm warnings, no watches, no tornado warnings or watches, anything like that. But the atmosphere, we were in that marginal risk for severe thunderstorms today. So we are a bit unstable for sure. The atmosphere is. And so that's why we have seen this kind of come along real quick here, just in the heat of the day, really has helped prompt some of these showers and storms. And we have the energy that's a little west of us still that's also helping form some of these thunderstorms. So, once you get past the line, I'm going to stop this for a second. Once you get past this line of storms that is out to the west of us here, across really getting close to Huntsville, but this whole area, once this gets by us, yes, there is another thin line of storms that we were seeing on Future Track this morning. This may not hold together very well by the time this comes through. It may take most of the energy away from that. So we'll be watching that. That's still in West Tennessee, though. And whether or not that's going to be something that affects us is still a question in my mind. But I'm more concerned with what we have more recently coming through here and what is going through right now. And as David Glenn has told me many times, you have the main line of storms that's out to the west of us. And then you, ahead of that, get some of these individual storms that can get very strong out ahead of that. And, we're seeing some of that here, although no warnings have been issued just yet. But I'm continuing to watch that particular situation. And if any warnings are issued, obviously we're going to get them right to you. And let's see. Just kind of taking a look at some of the comments here, asking about East Ridge. It's pretty close to East Ridge. I think the timing on all of this whole area is probably from now till about 7 or 8 o'clock this evening, and moving from west to east. Almost a little bit northeast probably is a better way. Obviously, we see like the whole area moving east, but you have individual storms that move to the northeast. But the point is, from generally a western direction to an easterly direction, we have the period of showers and storms that's going to come on through. Once again, let me remind you of the flash flood warning that is going on right now. And this still has some pretty heavy rain going through it in northern Ray County. This the northern tip, and very close to Meigs County as well, that warning. And if you see the green box there, or polygon, and then under that we have the precipitation. And I'm just kind of making sure we're not missing anything here. Doesn't look like we are at this point. So I just want to, for those of you in that northern tip of Ray County and then farther north is where some of this, and just barely into Meigs County, some of that heaviest rain is going on at this point. Okay, so we're going to back off of this for a second. I just like to keep the warned areas in your mind here and in mine. So we'll just kind of center up here, and nothing really catching my eye necessarily that is up here a problem for us here, but we do have the showers and storms off to the west that are more contained, more concentrated of an area, and then you have the scattered storms that are right in our viewing area at this point. And they have increased, and across our northern counties, anywhere from Grundy County and then into Sequatchie and Bledsoe and into Ray County. And that is kind of a line of storms that has been developing. They're more clusters of storms, individual cells that have kind of developed a line there. And then you have the area that's going through North Georgia. Yeah, the that's true. It was kind of a warm afternoon. It was warming up pretty well, and then once the rain got into some of these areas, the temperature will fall pretty good bit, probably by 10 degrees even. This is Tennessee. Let's see. Kay says she's tired of storms. I can understand that. It's been a little bit fatiguing. I think we're going to get into a little different pattern of weather this coming week, where we'll have a break from the rain for a couple days, and then we'll get into more of the afternoon, evening type thunderstorms, although that also can bring some strong storms too. But I think it'll be a little different than more of these concentrated or more, let's say, well-developed storm systems that bring widespread rain showers and thunderstorms. But that is still to be seen. I appreciate you being with us here and keeping up. And I want you to know that we have this on our Twitter feed for News Channel 9 and on my Facebook page, on News Channel 9's Facebook page, and on our YouTube channel as well. So, you might want to just maybe favorite some of those places that they are at so that you can get to them if you get notified that we're coming on live. Let's see here. For some reason, my comments had stopped scrolling. Sheetha, it's very nice to hear from you. Thank you. Hello to you. How long is this going to last, Chattanooga Valley? Again, Paul, I'm thinking up to about 7 or 8 o'clock. Everyone's kind of in the same boat here as far as some, isolated strong storms and showers. So we, and also on Facebook, it's might be helpful for in the future if you like this feed, hit the like button, and that will also tend to notify you and keep you, and also spread the word a little bit. I think it goes off in, can maybe kind of alert your friends on your Facebook page, that kind of thing. I don't know how all that works, but I do know that if the like, when the like button is, likes come in, that changes the way that the alerts are kind of sent out to different folks. If you want, totally up to you. Let's take a little tour of what we have right now. We have this flash flood warning for the northern part, just the very northern part of Ray County, where thunderstorms have been hitting showers and thunderstorms and heavy rain, maybe up to a couple inches of rain in these storms in a very short period of time, and that equals flash flooding, that's for sure. And so from about Rockwood to Spring City, I can't really tell, it's very close on the map here, that warning. I think it's probably just a little east and northeast of Spring City officially, but that because if you watch where Spring City is, they haven't really had the heaviest cells. Now, I will say that a little north of Meigs County also, there is some very heavy rain going on there in that red area there, and some probably pretty noisy too, but especially the heavy rain. So you have that. And then we come down into areas like Bledsoe. We were saying this line kind of is broken, but it certainly still has these areas like, and I'm going to stop this so I can kind of point out from about Pikeville to Dunlap to Grootley to Logger. We have another area of showers and storms, another cluster or another isolated storm and heavy shower west of Dayton right now. So you'll likely see that. And then the larger area of showers and storms is now developing and moving into North Georgia. And a lot of North Georgia counties are seeing this rain and some thunderstorms as well. And here's some of like Kensington and Chickamauga, just some light rain, I would call it right now, but that will likely pick up. Trenton had some heavier rain earlier. It's back into some lighter rain now, but there's more out to the west. And then Henniger in Alabama, out to Scottsboro. That area is a pretty large area and contains some very heavy rain in some cases. DeKalb County, you'll want to be on the alert here as we have some showers and storms moving into DeKalb County, and Fort Payne, you'll be included in some of that, and Fife and Geraldine. Those areas are going to be seeing some very heavy rain. And let me just point that out to you where I'm seeing that. So this area right here, this cell here, moving east northeast. And you can see how the movement is kind of really almost eastward with this cell. So that's going to cross Jackson County and into DeKalb County, and then likely be headed for North Georgia as well. No severe thunderstorm or tornado warnings. No, at this point, no severe thunderstorm or tornado watches have been issued. I'm going to check my phone here, and I'll check your messages. Darlene, you're very nice. Thank you. Yeah, Scott, it won't be much longer. You'll see some rain. It's on its way. Not very far. You can see it on the map here, kind of in the, let me get in a little closer to Dalton for you. So you have Dalton here. You have this first cluster of showers and probably some thunderstorms certainly as well that seem to be headed for you. It'll be kind of scattered. Maybe, it may rain hard for just a short period of time, but that's just the first series of showers and storms, because you have a whole lot more out here to the west. The last thing we did have was the warning for Ray County. Just the northern part of it, which was the flash flood warning that we've been pointing out. And let's see, we also are seeing the area to the west. When we were looking at Future Track earlier, in fact, we could do that. We could take a look at Future Track and look at our rapid refresh model and give you an idea of how this whole scenario may play out here as we go into the evening hours, and that'll help us also see the timing on this. So let me find what I'm looking for here. This is not going to be radar now. This is our Future Track, which helps us let us know exactly what's happening as we go through the rest of the evening. So this is 4 p.m., which is already here, and it looks like it's picked up pretty well, the data. And then as we move along here, you'll see us getting into this is 7 p.m., and you still got some showers of storms. And so this is 8 p.m. and 9, so it's still in the eastern half especially, and then it starts to move off. So it could be 9 or 10 o'clock before, like a lot of our area is out, but still the eastern counties, even from about 7 to 10, still have some showers and storms. So it's not going to be running real fast on through here. Earlier, I'd said 7 o'clock perhaps for Chattanooga. As far as an end time, it might be just a little later than that, but we're not going to get into too many specifics as far as timing is concerned. Well, we are, but I don't want you to just think, 7 o'clock, that's it. That could certainly sway a little bit, especially towards maybe 8 or 9 o'clock. But that's just based on our future track modeling. So that hopefully that helps with some of the timing. And during that time, we certainly are seeing some yellows and reds, which mean usually the heaviest cells, the heaviest rain, and also probably where a few of the storms will be. But I would say in any part of this, you would have some thunder. So it could be a little bit of a noisy evening here coming up and late afternoon. Okay, so that I wanted to be sure to be able to share that with you. We'll go back to radar. I'm looking. Hello, Haley. And we have starting to rain Tunnel Hill. That's from Karen. We're certainly hoping that we don't have any serious problems always, but that's not something that we have control over. Not yet. I haven't heard of anything that gives me control over. That's for darn sure. Now, also on News Channel 9, we have a basketball game I saw. Looks like that game was when I first started. We were just getting into the second quarter of that game, but at times you'll see what we call our messaging at the top of the screen, which indicate, will tell you where the warnings are, the watches, but we don't have anything but the flash flood warning right now, and that's not to be taken lightly. That's either way, that flash flood warning is in effect until 7:30. So you see, it's all, and again, this is just for a very small part of Ray County, and then farther north, a very small piece of the pie here, as far as our viewing area is concerned, but certainly one that I want to continue to point out because they've had some very heavy rain in that particular area with a storm that just isn't moving very much. It's just hasn't been moving very fast and out of that area. I'm wanting to just take the severe out of there, the polygon, so you can see that storm that continues to just rain in the same places. And that's the problem with flash flooding. That's how you get flash flooding, is where cells are not moving very fast. They're continuing to redevelop to the west and move through. And that's what's going on there, it seems. And there's the warning in the green that I put back up there. I'm going to put out a heads up to you that we may have to stop the stream for a little bit of time, because I do have some things I have to get done before the show at 6 tonight. And so some of the things that I have to get done are coming up here. But, at this point, I just want you to know that I'll be back in the stream. We're all set up to get back on to the stream very quickly, the same platforms that we're on right now. And if I see that another warning comes out, whether it be flooding or severe thunderstorm, I would come right back on. So how about, we were talking about Dalton, but we also have had some heavy rain going on just right in Walker County here. And again, it's one of those things where you notice how the yellows and reds, they're not exactly just, the whole thing is just not moving out. It's kind of, staying in the same places. Maybe it's redeveloping as it moves through, and some areas are just getting this constant rain. So this is another area that it's west of Lafayette, and just can't find any towns necessarily that show up there. but I do want to just point out it's east of Head River, south of Masseyville, and west of Bronco, that this area seems like it has been certainly it certainly has had its way as far as raining and raining, continuously here and again, this is in parts of Walker County. So no warnings for that yet, but that's the kind of thing that is watched for. And that runs back even into Alabama County. So could it be that flash flooding is our big issue here with this tonight? That could be. But we still have to watch for any severe storms or severe thunderstorm warnings that could come out. No watches have been issued. I'd be surprised if a watch was issued at this point since it's already here. But sometimes they will do that if they see that, may last for an extended period of time, like until mid-evening or so. They might put out a watch, but at this point, no watch. And I'm going to read you a special weather statement. We were just talking about this. So this area here, you can kind of see it, but I'm going to point it out a little bit closer in. So we're talking about DeKalb County here and Jackson. So a strong thunderstorm is expected to impact southeastern Jackson and DeKalb counties through 4 o'clock Central, 5 o'clock Eastern. So that's between now and about 50 minutes from now. So at 8 minutes past the hour, which just a few minutes ago, Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm near Fife or near Rainsville, moving east at 30 miles per hour. So that's moving a little bit faster. That's kind of helpful. Wind gusts in excess of 30 miles per hour and penny-size hail are the hazards with this particular storm. And it is radar indicated. So you have the gusty winds, and that can knock down some tree limbs, that kind of thing, if it gets over 30 miles per hour and up towards 40 with that thunderstorm. And the storm, let me just point out here, let's stop this for a second, and we'll move that closer in. So I'm thinking this is the area that is being, if we look at this, give me just a second here. Here's Fife. And that was mentioned there. This area right here is the one. And the data is lagging a little bit behind, waiting on an update for that. Let's do this. Let me just change how we do this. This might help us. I don't know. But even in the last data run here, just a little bit west of, but coming on into Fife, and that's where the showers and storms seem to be very strong. And that particular cell has some lightning strikes with it. And so, if there was a cell that I saw on the radar right now that could create a warning, it may be that one. So that's the last weather statement anyway. Certainly not getting any easier out here to the west, is it? Showers and storms are still pretty strong out there, and they're going to be headed right on in here. Now, earlier, it was looking like perhaps once that moved in, it may be a little more south of our area, but I'm not so sure now. It looks like it's going to, that most of us, if not all of us, will at least see some showers and storms between now and about 9 or 10 o'clock. So that is, I'm sorry, I haven't had a chance. Tony says to ring the bell above the chat to get notified when Bill or others will return. Well, thank you, Tony. And in Ringgold, hearing some thunder. Tony says bad lawn mowing weather too. That's the case for sure. Especially if you were kind of waiting for things to dry out, during the day. And it was kind of doing that because we had some sun and it was warming up. And now if you were waiting till late afternoon, now it starts raining. That's just a personal alarm to let me know that, as I was saying earlier, there are certain things I have to get done at certain times. And so I set some alarms for that to make sure I get those done. There'll be another one of those here in a little bit. And let's see, we continue to see showers and storms that are up really clustered pretty well here now, as we were just seeing from Pikeville to Dayton to Dunlap to Groot-Lee-Logger, and those showers and storms. They're individual cells really that have the heaviest rain, but pretty loud, I'd say. Pikeville, and then as we head on over where that warning was, let's see if we still have those. Let's see here. Give me just a second here. I got to bring up the warnings to where we can see them. Just trying to get the warning polygons back where we can see them. Should be able to see that now. But anyway, for the northern part, right in that same area where it's flashing now, we finally got an update of the radar data. But so let's go back to this. Maybe there's again the warned area, and still have some heavy rain moving through there. That's going to be a problem. They've been seeing quite a bit of rain, that's for sure, in that one particular area of Ray County and then north from there. So again, no watches, but we do have the flash flood warning, but no other warnings at this point for thunderstorms. Could it be, as I say, maybe it's flash flooding that we have to be also just about as concerned about in this case? But, wouldn't surprise me that a severe thunderstorm warning pops up, especially for that cell you've seen in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. Right. It's kind of hard for me to do this. This is like working the green screen. Anyway, right above my hand there to the right, in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, that red area is some pretty strong storms going through. And that is right now just on the Jackson County and DeKalb County line. We just had that weather statement that we had put out. And there it is, right, not quite in the middle. I'll put that in the middle of the screen. So that carries with it some very heavy, although it's moving a little faster than other cells have been doing. It's not hanging around quite as much, so that helps. So I'm going to go take care of a little business. I'll continue to watch this and hopefully be back with you here before the top of the hour or earlier than that, certainly, if we have any more issues as far as strong, severe weather, that kind of thing. We'll come right back to it. So stand by with us, and you can still follow on our website, newschannel9.com. The interactive radar is there. Also, you can also follow. Usually, we are updating our Twitter feeds to my Twitter page, and as far as any warnings or watches are concerned. So, thanks for joining us for now, and we will be back shortly.